All right, it's Bachlamoth the Dreamer here today. I'm excited to hunt this boss down with you in today's episode and guide. Thank you for tuning in as always. Down below, you'll find the timestamps where I will walk through the strategy objective of getting through this boss hunt. We'll give you a team. We'll talk about how to overcome this particular one and run it as we always do, pulling it all back together and saying goodbye. Now, with that said, thank you for tuning in only for today. Thank you for tuning in. That's all available to you down below in the timestamps. Let's get moving because you're here to hunt Bachlamoth the Dreamer. I love saying that, by the way. All right, so here's what we got going on. First off and foremost, before we dive into the boss, we do have special conditions here. Min cookie levels 50, min cookie skills 50. Cookie grade is 3-star. We got common and rare cookies are enhanced, which is great. I really like that for newer players and veterans. We got shield decreased and healing decrease, which can be a problem. That's right. So there are some strategies to help us overcome that, which we'll talk about in a second. Now we got Bachlamoth the Dreamer. This guy here is our gatekeeper boss in order so that we can get to from D to C. Here it's got Bachlamoth has great power, good HP, attack and defense here's pretty high. It's got magic sphere squall, fires a projectile dealing damage to the closest target and creates an impact zone that causes periodic damage. White tourbillon deals damage to all targets in the given area and applies freeze to the 2 targets with the highest attack. It's going to target your cookies first, so this is going to cripple your damage dealer, so keep that in mind. Wailing blue lightning strikes forward to deal damage to all targets within the range and inflict shock. Then we got Gaze of Judgment, strikes forward to deal damage to all targets. Now lastly, this passive can be very annoying. Reduces all incoming damage except crit damage. So keep that in mind. Now we have no weakening effects, but you can get these applied depending on how much damage you do, up to 3 times. So that is a big piece to keep in mind there, and can certainly help you overcome as well. So again, put the effort in, keep going, keep dealing damage. Eventually you may get through just by weakening the boss and those things. Now the other piece about Bachlamoth here in stage 7 is this. Vulnerable to silence. So the one silencer that we can use is unicorn, cream unicorn if we want to. I'm not going to run that as my healer. We could run that. Some advantages about that though, can make or break depending on your team, depending on what you have. Bosses will also get stunned, which can be a big difference for you too, to screw them up and constantly deal damage, kind of a thing. So let's go ahead and look at how our battle points are broken down. Right now we got cookies at 124, we got tactics at 12, we got battle points used, so we still have some more space. You can use a daily boost to increase the battle points if you wanted to, but we don't need to do that. So I just want to check that one out there for you too. So let's go ahead and talk about our team and our strategy. So one thing that we got to keep in mind, again, crit damage is going to be key against this boss, not just pure raw damage. It's going to get reduced. We are going to focus on dealing damage. This team has worked well for us so far against a multitude of things. We have changed a few things up once in a while, but here we do have Pataya Dragon, we got Rye, we got Sherbet, we got healing with our lovely Snapdragon and Cream Puff. Now I suggest a double healer team depending on the boss. One healer might be able to get you through, but having that extra healer due to all the reductions and those fun things isn't terrible. The only other thing I would suggest doing is, depending on the boss again, maybe going 3 attackers or 2 up front, so then that way your attackers aren't getting hit by some of these interrupting effects depending on the boss. So that's key to that. Now in this particular space, here's what we got for toppings. We have topping guides available to you here on the channel. We do have raspberry here, raspberry here, raspberry here, raspberry here, and chocolate right here. So that's going to help you with that, so you can think about it. But again, lots of different ways to play through these. In terms of tactics, we do have attack and we have cookie defense and max HP. We're actually going to reduce the attack one, and we're going to go with this one right here, cookie crit damage. And we're doing that due to that other constraint that we just saw. Now, the other thing that you could do is you could potentially change up some of this team, open a slot there to utilize the whole 140. However, this is what we're going to go with, at least for this run. So, all right, let's go ahead and take on this boss, Bachlamoth the Dreamer, and get in there right away and deal some damage. We got a full swag store available down below too. So here you go. We're doing some decent damage here. As you can see, we got lots of buffs, lots of healing going on. Now we got hit pretty hard. We need to get that heal off. There we go. Big damage. Again, need some heals going. There we go. We're still in it, halfway. Big hit. We need some heals. Oh, Rise stayed alive. The fatigue bar is going. Oh, it's going to be close. 500 to go. Double froze. There we go. Whew. Not bad, not bad. So that is the team to get us through Bachlamoth the Dreamer. A little bit of strategy there in terms of how we broke that down, but amazing nonetheless. This is going to get you through level D into level C. There it is. We are wanted, right? There's a nice reward and continued progression to Remorseful Sugar Swan. So in terms of what we did today, we broke down the boss, Bachlamoth. We went through some of the strategy, key tips and tricks on how to get by that boss. We gave you a team to overcome it, and was a successful run for us, something that you can absolutely repeat with obviously the same team. If you have questions, if you have comments, let me know. I love to hear from you as always down below, and come join the Discord server. Say hello. Great way to stay in touch, and a great community, active community there as well. So thank you. And thank you. Appreciate your likes and your subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. Other great ways to stay connected. And appreciate all the support as always. We got a ton of great content available to you here. Lots of boss hunt episodes that you can check out, and more coming all the time. All right, we're in the top 10,000, top less than 10% now. Difficulty C. We'll see you soon. Man, you like that? With that said, we got a lot more CookieRun Kingdom coming your way. All right, best of luck. Take care.